So now, let's begin the celebration by introducing this year's Salutatory. Megan Lozay, daughter of Dennis and Kathleen Lozay of Rutland, Massachusetts, is this year's salutatorian, earning the second highest GPA in a class of 98 students. Megan came to Marianapolis from Venerini Academy in Worcester, Massachusetts. Megan held the position of Vice President of the Student Council and served as a class representative for 2 years. Megan is a member of the National Honor Society, the Spanish National Honor Society, and is a dedicated member of the track and field team. Outside of Marianapolis, Megan has a part-time job and has done volunteer work with special needs teenagers. Megan will be the recipient, let me go back to that. Megan was the recipient of the Elmira College Key Award and the Gettysburg College Book Prize her junior year. Megan recently remarked that Marianapolis is her second home, and that would be wonderful if that was the case always. Megan will be attending Tufts University in the fall. She hasn't yet decided her major, but believes it will be either biology or biopsychology, with the possibility of a minor in Spanish. Megan hopes to pursue a career in medicine and would also love to travel the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Lozay.
Very Reverend Kazimierz Kowalik, Provincial Superior of the Marians of the Immaculate Conception, members of the Trinity Foundation Board of Directors, faculty, family, friends, and classmates. Good morning, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2015. It is truly an honor to be standing before you today, and I truly hope that you can actually see me standing here. I'm only 5'3" heels. All joking aside, high school has been a time of growth. I still remember the first time I saw many of you, chubby, baby-faced, and completely in dress code. As we sat in the old study hall, nervously scanning the room for friendly faces to sit with at lunch, there was hope in our hearts and anticipation in our eyes. What would the next 4 years bring? How would we change? We had no way of knowing then. Only time would tell. And time has since told some incredible stories. The boy who introduced himself to me with a Star Wars joke is our student council president. The shy girl with the heart has become an award-winning artist and treasure. The kid who dropped his plate on the cafeteria floor on the first day of school is now a valedictorian. These and countless other stories of growth and progress show just how far we have come since our first time driving through the entrance gates. Class of 2015. You have blossomed into classy and confident young adults. Take a look at the blazers and white dresses around you. Here sit SCNE champions and class officers, dancers and engineers, future politicians and future doctors. Be proud of yourselves and your accomplishments, and know that this is just the beginning of great things to come. There is, of course, no easy road to success. Success requires sacrifice, which, in turn, requires a great deal of courage. Have the courage to pass up a net of friends to finish a term paper. Have the courage to ask for help. Have the courage to put others before yourself. Most importantly, have the courage to rebound from failure with a smile on your face and even more determination to succeed. For 18 years, we have been guided towards adulthood. Now, we are about to receive our diplomas and leave this last phase of childhood behind. It is time to free ourselves from our parents and teachers and finally explore the real world on our own. It's a daunting prospect, but we're ready. Speaking of the real world, I recently started a cashier job at my local deli. Being a cashier has definitely encouraged me to stay in school. As I ring up customers' sodas and sandwiches, many of them ask what the giant M on my jacket stands for. I am proud to explain that I go to Marianapolis. I want to brag about my second home. I want to tell stories about jumping off cliffs in Costa Rica, bonding with freshmen and seniors alike on the track bus, and being late for class because the moms have decorated the senior locker room with candies and piñatas. To an outsider, it's hard to comprehend how much of an impact Marianapolis has had on our lives. To us, however, it's the reason why we've made friends from across the globe, spent 4 days of our lives raking huge piles of leaves, and, for some alumni, come back to teach future generations of knights. Mostly, I'm a proud Marianapolis alumna to be, because we have gained more than just the knowledge necessary for a diploma. Outside of the classroom, we have learned respect by exploring our classmates' cultures and thanking the sage dining staff at the end of every meal. We have learned leadership through formal roles and everyday actions. We have learned sportsmanship and dedication, as evidenced by all the spirit awards that Ultimate Frisbee brings home and the math team's perennial dominance. The list goes on. Integrity, faith, and service, to name a few. To be honest, I'm not sure how often we'll need to know the Pythagorean theorem, mending vocabulary words, or the just war theory in our futures. I do know, however, that we will need strong consciences and characters for the rest of our lives. Some people joke that the only lesson that we learn in high school is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse itself. They complain that we haven't learned real-world skills, like how to pay taxes, or how to cook something that's not macaroni and cheese. And that's okay, because we have been provided with the lessons that we truly need to succeed in the future. On behalf of the entire class, I'd now like to thank the men and women sitting behind me and sitting behind the graduates. There are over 800 people here to celebrate our accomplishment. 800. That's roughly 8¼ people per person, and no one wants to be a quarter of a person, so we're rounding to 9. That is an incredible amount of love and support. We could not have completed our high school journeys without all of you, and we are honored to have you here with us today. To our teachers, thank you for being more than just teachers. Thank you for taking us to Turtles Tacos, cheering us on at games and practices, and making sure that we thrive both inside and outside of the classroom. To our families, especially to our parents, thank you for giving us the wonderful opportunity to attend Marianapolis. We truly appreciate the sacrifices you have made to ensure that we have received a quality education. To my own parents, thank you for bringing me to America. I cry. Thank you for pushing me to be my best for all these years. You've given me the world, and I hope I made you proud. So, class of 2015, we made it. We survived. These are the last moments we'll spend as high school students. We'll never get this time back. We will never again see these 800 people gathered together as one celebratory body. Cherish today, because this moment right now is ours. Take a second to rejoice that you never have to take the SAT, ACT, or TOEFL ever again. Think of the good times you spent with your friends, teammates, and classmates. There were victories, and there were heartbreaks, and everything in between. And as cliche as it may sound, we really couldn't have survived high school without each other. Remember how nervous you were on your first day of school, be it freshman year or even this fall, and look at how confident you are now. Look towards the future with the same bright eyes and excitement that you brought to Marianapolis, and never forget that you can always call 26 Chase Road your home. Congratulations, everyone. We did it. Thank you.